The next thing, Vince, that jumped out at me is Mike McCarthy. He lost Kellen Moore, who came over to the Chargers and doing a fantastic job. We saw what he did last week against the Rams, but he's got him a new toy over there in Dallas, Vince. He's got him a new toy, and the new toy is 5'5", and he weighs 176 pounds. His name is Deuce Vaughn. Now, Deuce Vaughn, if you remember in high school at Kansas and college at Kansas State,
Yeah.
the guy had 10 straight games where he had 70 yards rushing and 70 yards receiving at that size. And I saw the same thing last week. The way they use him, he is virtually impossible to tackle in space. And I think McCarthy is going to look forward to deploying him. So that was fun to watch.
You always talk about a big man's game, Jackie. This is a little man's game.
That's a little
too.
man.
Now, who is another great player that we saw in the NFL?
Darren Sproles.
Darren Sproles.
Darren
Philadelphia
Sproles
Eagles.
wasn't much bigger than this guy, and
Yes.
Darren Sproles, as a running back, played 15 years in the NFL. So there's a place for a guy like that, and it's got to be a little bit exciting for an offensive play caller to isolate this guy with people who can't defend him and get critical yardage.
Well, as big as those guys are up front, Jackie, you know, when the little running back's hitting the hole, you can't see him.
Right.
He's hidden.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he hits the hole fast.
You don't know where
By
to
the
look.
time he hits the hole, you turn and look, and he's gone.
And then the other thing, Vince, when he goes on a route, when he runs a route, you got a linebacker, probably
Yeah.
a pretty good cover guy, and sometimes a safety that's got to cover him, and he's smaller than them,
Yeah, they're
quicker
not
than
as
them.
shifty
So all
as
you got to
those
do is
guys.
get the ball in his hand. He's going to make somebody miss.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Mike McCarthy is going to enjoy. I'm looking forward to watching the development of Deuce Vaughn.